Hey there, everyone. I have got something so very special for you today. Check out this stunning 1975 Cadillac Eldorado, and it is a rare one, 100% original. I'm truly the second owner of this vehicle, and it was custom ordered by the original owner from the dealership. It took them a few months to get this. Very gorgeous color, very sought after color you don't see very often. Cerise Fire Mist. The Fire Mist colors were extra cost from Cadillac back then, and essentially Fire Mist was just a little bit of a metallic-y into the color, so it gave it a little bit of a sparkle. And again, the Fire Mist color collections were extra cost for that little bit of shimmer that you see here. But yeah, so this is Cerise Fire Mist, and to me, this is the most gorgeous of all the Cadillac colors back in the 70s. A lot of Cadillac fans really go nuts for this color. And one of the coolest things was the Monticello interior. You hardly ever see these in Cadillacs. They were very expensive for the day to order. That interior, most people went with the vinyl or just the plain leather or the regular cloth, but the Monticello interior, a lot more expensive, but man, it's just the epitome of 70s, and I'll show you that later on. But yeah, there you go. This one was ordered, pretty much loaded out. 75 was the first year of this new body style. They redid the front end, and they ended up using this, I think, until like 78 or 79. So this was the first year of this really iconic body style for the Eldos, and my favorite by far. I love the quad lights. I love all the heavy chrome. Just like, it is just, when I think of a big body Elvis Cadillac, this is like what I think of right here. And this one, again, is just a prime example. Very rare. I've Googled, I've talked to a lot of Cadillac collector people and enthusiasts, and nobody has ever seen one with this color combination and this interior. So Cerise Fire Mist with the Monticello interior. I think this is a one of one. Please, if somebody else has ever seen one, prove it to me and show me, because I couldn't find it. Ordered with the white Lando top, you know, another extra cost option. Really just pops with this gorgeous Cerise Fire Mist. And, you know, obviously the polished hubs. This is just a really perfect example, as close as perfect as you're gonna see. Oh, and the best part, I told you I'm the second owner, it just turned 30,000 miles, 30,000 original miles. And again, it is just, I haven't seen another in this condition. The original paint is just so nice. It still has a gorgeous shine to it, really deep clarity. Only thing we had to do was get the bumper fillers. You see them right there. Had to get those replaced. They just all cracked, no matter how well preserved these were. I've never seen an original one that wasn't, you know, cracked. They just did that over time. But other than that, that was the only thing that we had to do. No other paint in that. And again, it's just 30,000 original mile Cadillac Eldorado. And ordered with some really great options. It's got the rear defrost. It has the cruise control, the AM, FM with the 8-track. You heard right, the 8-track. Also, the Monticello interior, you could get some little extra goodies. They ordered this extra bolster pillow in the middle, which is just like icing on the cake for me. And I think there's some other things like Twilight Sentinel lights and a couple other little extra goodies that this one was ordered with. So, I mean, this one was pretty much loaded out. And yeah, oh, and another thing that's so cool, and I'll show you the interior on the next video, is because this one was a custom order, if you can see right there, there's a name plate, Mabel and Victor Wolf, the owners who custom ordered this Cadillac. And back then they would still put your, if you custom ordered it, put you a little plaque on there. So anyway, very, very awesome. Great ownership history to it. I bought it from the estate of the original owners, and they stopped driving this vehicle in, bam, 1978. It was upstate New York, And what I was told was that the original owner's husband fell ill a few years after they had custom ordered this, and she just never, after that, he wasn't able to drive for a very long time, and they never drove this anymore. They never even had it re-inspected after 78. So 78 was the last time that they actually had it inspected, that it was on the road. So when we got our hands on it, it had been sitting for a very, very long time. They had cranked it up here and there, but essentially we had to have, fuel tank pulled. It's still the original fuel tank, but pulled, cleaned, and essentially a full-blown tune-up, belts, hoses, carb rebuild, you name it, we kind of went through it. But it is obviously the original engine. Everything is still original on it. We just had to get it kind of back up to snuff and road ready, since it had been sitting pretty much since 1978. But hence why the miles are so low, hence why the paint is in such good condition, why the chrome isn't pitted, why it's still so shiny. And again, it's just a pure joy. Talk about an attention grabber. I can't take this anywhere. I'm here in Blue Ridge, Georgia, in the Blue Ridge Mountains, as you can see, and everybody here in Blue Ridge knows about this vehicle. We call it Big Mabel because Mabel was the original owner, and ask anybody in Blue Ridge, Georgia, they know about Big Mabel. She's the star of the town, and yeah, she just brings a lot of joy to everybody. People go crazy when they see this. You feel like Elvis riding around in your pink Cadillac. But literally no dents, no dings. There really isn't even any scratches anywhere. Really no rock chips. It had a clear deflector that I had removed on it, so that really preserved this. As you can see, you won't see a rock chip on it because of that clear deflector, but it was 270s looking for me, so I removed it. And again, no pits on the chrome, and really clean up underneath. There's some surface corrosion, but you won't actually see any rust or anything flaking or anything like that. So very, very solid underneath. I chose not to spray it black because I wanted people to see what good a shape it really is in. Again, what you're seeing is surface corrosion. It's not actual rust. New exhaust, we did put a new exhaust in there. But yes, very, very solid. There's absolutely no rot. There's no bubbling. As you can see, we got to keep the original gas tank, which was cool. And talk about the best riding vehicle you've ever been in. This is literally it. I've driven a million different kinds of cars, trucks, you name it. I'm a gearhead, and this one, by far, hands down, the best riding, the best driving. I mean, it weighs as much as a Suburban does. And again, that 8.2 liter 500 CI engine, this was the best GM did. That engine is awesome. Great power, turbo hydromatic transmission is just epic in this. It just all works together for a seamless experience, and one that Cadillac was at its peak, I think, with this. I don't think they got any better after this. I honestly think it went down, but the sheer size, the sheer weight, just the engine, the transmission, everything was perfect. You know, it's obviously just known for riding like a cloud, and it really does. It's so smooth, and just a beautiful, beautiful riding vehicle. So much fun to drive, and so much fun to ride in. But yeah, and I think they only did the 500 engine in these for I think 2 years, because then the emissions, you know, came to play, and they had to go into, I think, much smaller V8, which was really underpowered for these Eldos. So I think it was the 77s and 78s where they had the smaller engine. So yeah, those aren't as fun to drive for sure. I've been in those as well. But yeah, the early ones like the 75, 76 with the 500, that's the one you want right there. And that's what this is. So there she is, Big Mabel.